Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a great day. So, going through everything, we should be talking about a lot of different things, but I think there's something that's going to be heavy hitting for a period of time. Apple has now demonstrated they are not geniuses. They're not. Because it shouldn't take a genius to understand how crypto gas fees work. Apple has gone after Coinbase Wallet, saying that because they work with NFTs create gas fees, or they collect, gas fees from NFTs, that Apple wants their 30%. That would make sense if Coinbase Wallet actually collected gas fees. They don't. This goes to show you that the smarty pants people over there at Apple just clueless when it comes to crypto, I guess. Or even worse would be somebody made a really big boo-boo. Either way, this is really, really bad. Let me play this out for you. They're going after Coinbase right now. Not Coinbase, but Coinbase Wallet. Okay? This is a non-custodial wallet, meaning that if you're using Coinbase Wallet, you have your keys, which means it's your crypto. And don't panic, because there's a simple solution for all this. There are a couple of simple solutions, but I'll give you the primary one in a little bit. Somebody at Apple needs to go to that compliance team and say, hey guys, the gas fees are actually taken by the network. Coinbase Wallet doesn't see, a penny from that. Not a penny. It's the price you pay to the network for processing your transaction. It's not a Coinbase Wallet fee. They do not see it. They do not touch it. None of that. So you might want to go back and do some research. But if they don't, the problem is going to be that it's Coinbase Wallet now. What other wallets would they go after? They would most likely identify any wallet where you can hold NFTs. I think Trust Wallet you can hold NFTs, which would mean they'd be setting their sights on Trust Wallet now. Apple's making a really big mistake, period. But if they continue on this trend where they're going to try to exact 30% from the gas fees, think about the level of greed that this is. First, they take 30% off of any transaction, right? That's greedy. But if you want to play in their walled garden, that's what you have to pay. If you're willing to pay it, then you get to have an app on the Apple iPhone and, other Apple products, right? Cool. But what happens if there's enough of a revolt where people just go, screw Apple? In the United States, Apple is, arguably the most popular phone. Singular, right? Because as an OS, Android around the world is number one. Around the world. And I think they're just going to wind up pushing people like me away because I don't want to be controlled by your stupid ideas for how you're going to make money. Make better products. We'll buy them. But you want to extract money from something that you had nothing to do with. I think they're going to see a lot of people leave. If they don't, I know there's going to be at least one. So that's the big deal. Now, how do you work around this if you have Coinbase Wallet, running as an app on your phone? The way you do this is your crypto, your keys. You simply take your private keys and go to another wallet. That's one. Two, Coinbase Wallet has a web-based wallet. So you can go there and still transact with everything. These are the ways that Apple is going to start losing people. Where's the jailbreak? Ugh, we need a jailbreak. Apple is being ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So Coinbase, because of all this, has now had to stop those transactions, from that app. Which means that you're going to have to open up your wallet someplace else or use their browser-based platform to interact with your wallet. And if I'm using a browser, I can still use my phone. Again, Apple is not full of geniuses. Next batter up that could actually, affect the market is Ankr Protocol, which is a DeFi project, or predominantly a DeFi project. They do other things as well, but predominantly a DeFi project. They got hacked. Somebody was able to mint, or a hacker or hackers were able to mint 6 quadrillion, yes, with a Q, quadrillion synthetic BNBs or aBNBc tokens. Now, I do not do DeFi. I haven't done enough research from myself to be able to trust DeFi, right? And this is not the first DeFi hack. And it sounds really, really, really big. It's not. It's worth $5 million, a little around $5 million. Don't get me wrong, $5 million is a lot of money, but the way it sounds, 6 quadrillion tokens. No, it wasn't $6 quadrillion. It was 6 quadrillion tokens, which equates to about 5 million, 3 of which has already been frozen by Binance. Because what these hackers do, they immediately did what they did and then sent $3 million worth over to the Binance exchange. And Binance was able to go, oh, we see you, boop, and stop everything right there on the spot. The other 2+ million, who knows? Who knows? But that was a mistake. So smart enough to get in and handle the exploit, but they didn't, do it right. They changed it to, they swapped everything from aBNBc to USDT, sent 3 million over to Binance. Binance, put the kibosh on that. And I'm sitting here and I'm just saying to myself, wow, just another hack, another problem. But luckily it's a small one, and they were on top of it quickly. And my puppy is awake. So that's big. I normally have a lot of things to talk about, but this Apple thing is really stressing me out. And this is one of the reasons why I tell people, manage your own crypto. Use non-custodial wallets. By using non-custodial wallets, you are able to, let's suppose Coinbase Wallet did not have a web-based version. Because it's a non-custodial wallet, you can take your keys and go over to another wallet and maneuver and interact with your assets. Because they're not held in the wallet, they're held in the blockchain. And all this does is let you interact with the blockchain so that you can interact with your assets. Your keys, your coin. Not your keys, not your coin. This is why. This is one of the reasons why. So please pay attention to what's going on out there and how things operate. Some good news. Payments processor Stripe has decided that they're going to release a fiat on-ramp. Fiat meaning, a country's money, right? In the United States, it's dollar. In Canada, it's Canadian dollar. India, it's rupee. Well, they have a fiat-to-crypto on-ramp that can be integrated with, so that vendors or companies can more easily allow their customers to swap money for crypto. That's a big deal, because these payment processors are sitting back and saying, we can be a part of the future, or we could not be a part of the future. And clearly, these payment processors are saying they're going to be a part of the future. Smart. Let's see what else they do, because that's not all they have to do. For the right now, for the interim, that works. But what's the long-term game is going to be the question. So when I sit there and I look at everything, I'm kind of like, wow, this is actually really good stuff. It's really, even the Apple problem is going to wind up being good stuff, because either Apple's going to wake up and take the lesson that, oh, gas fees, oh, yeah, they don't get gas fees. Maybe we should apologize and take that back. But with a quickness, Coinbase shut that down. They were like, oh, We have another way for you to interact with your wallet. We're going to stop those kinds of transactions on the wallet. Done. Mind you, Coinbase Wallet is actually owned by Coinbase. Trust Wallet is actually owned by Binance. I prefer kind of independent wallets like Coinomi. I like Ledger. It's a hardware wallet. But not all wallets do everything. Feel me? Which is why I use multiple wallets. I mean, hell, even my hardware wallets. I've got multiple hardware wallets. Not all wallets do the same thing. They don't all work with all of the coins that are out there. So like I really like Coinomi wallet, but Coinomi doesn't do shit. I don't know why. They just don't. Right? It is what it is. So I use other wallets to manage shit. I use Ledger. In the past, I've used Trust. I've used Coinbase Wallet. I use different wallets for different things. The whole idea is to be in control of your crypto. If you get nothing else from this, be in control of your crypto. All right. I would normally go through the numbers, but we're just moving sideways. But I do want to show you what's going on. We got good inflationary information. Yes, or good inflation information yesterday. Let's take a look at the numbers just so that we can see what kind of inflation information we can get today. Today, we're expecting initial jobless claims. Well, sorry, that was yesterday. Today, we're expecting non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings, that kind of stuff. But people are really going to key in on the non-farm payrolls and an unemployment rate. That's really what they're going to be looking at. So what's expected is non-farm payrolls to be about 200,000 and the unemployment rate being about 3.7, meaning maintaining what it was previously. This is what it was previously. This is what the expectation is, and about 8:30 we'll get those other numbers, and we'll be able to put our finger on everything. So that's going to be more data that the Fed is going to use to manage everything going forward. Now, consensus right now is the Fed will raise in December this month, but only raise by 50 basis points. That is the sentiment right now. So if that happens, that'll be good. Now remember, they want to get to a certain level. They'll probably raise a couple more times, probably 50 basis points for the raises that that are remaining, and then they'll pause. They'll maintain that status until they see things have abated. Okay? So anyway, let's take a look at the numbers right here. Like I said, fear and greed index, we went up to 27, slowly inching up, but not a big deal because we're still in fear. At least we're not in extreme fear. Bitcoin moved up a bit closer to 17,000. It's hovering around that 17,000 mark, but still not above the previous low, which is 17.6. I'm waiting for that to happen because then we're in a more manageable state, and then you can see upward momentum that actually could happen from there. All right. Looking at the big picture, this is where we are. This is if you pay attention to the coins that you're interested in and where they were, right? What their all-time highs were. You can see that a lot of the coins out there are, way off their all-time highs. We're talking 70% and above. Way off their all-time highs. So things might be going up right now, and comparative to recent times, they might be positive, right? But looking at that all-time high, they're all down. So to me, it's still buying season. It's going to be a buying season for me for a while. So I'm just DCAing. Every time I get money in, I'm, portioning out what I want to spend it on, how much I want to save, what I want to do with it, and I'm executing on my plan. And I suggest it to my kids, and that's what they do. I'm suggesting to you that you do the same. You portion out how you're going to use your money and then act on it on a regular basis. Have a plan, have a strategy. Don't just blindly do things. All right. This is Eddie J on crypto. I hope you like what I'm doing. Have a great day. Bye-bye.